There we go. And hi, Cindy. This is Cindy
Hello.
and Mr. Magoo.
I think you can hear me. You can probably hear Mr. Magoo here.
Yep, we can hear him. He's got a lovely yellow head. Tell us a little bit about Mr. Magoo. He's an Amazon. Yeah.
He's a double. Yep. He's a double-headed yellow Amazon. He's a male. He's 18 years old. So he's really at the prime of his life. They live in captivity often 40 to 50 years. They can live up to. They can even live longer than that. He's just a beautiful. He's a beautiful Amazon.
He sure is. Now it's hard to tell size. We're doing video. The birds aren't next to each other, but he is probably twice as big as.
Yeah. Oh, he went out of camera here. Where are you, guys?
That's okay. There he is. He's up.
Yeah, I'm going to try to give you a size comparison. That's my phone.
Yeah.
That's him.
Yep. So
you think it's funny too, huh, Magoo?
how would you describe him? First, tell us a little about Amazons in general. Now, Amazons generally are not good beginner birds for a number of reasons.
Yeah, they're great companions. They're actually my experience with them, and I've fostered two and I've had two myself, is they're very stable birds. They actually, like Mr. Magoo, at least, my experience is they like to make sure he's still in the camera. He's got a big cage, and that's one of the things is that they need a big cage because they're a big bird. But they're very stable personalities. They love to be around. He loves to be around people and other birds. So we have other birds here, and he just loves it. And he just loves to be around, and he has his talking times. And of course, right now, because we're talking and he's being profiled, he's just loving it. But they also are, they are not a good beginner bird. He does, you have to be careful with them. And also, they do have big beaks. And as was mentioned earlier in this video, all birds do bite at one time or another. And this guy in particular, he will come out with a stick. If you put your arm out, he will bite you right now. But he comes out on the stick. He will sit on his cage. He'll sit on his cage door, and he's just happy for hours sitting on his cage door and on the top of his cage, just hanging out.
He's a happy to hang out kind of bird. He's got a lot to say. Amazons are not really very quiet birds.
No, they're not quiet. They're quiet at night. He's quiet at night, but he does have his time, and he's definitely not an apartment bird. Right.
That's a really good point to make. Yeah, he's got lots to say, and he's a really handsome guy. And you mentioned that at the moment he's a bit of a biter. That is, he's developed a habit of biting, which, like any other habit, could be worked with. But it's not something that is, not all Amazons have that habit. Let's see. I don't think we've touched on, but tell us a little bit about his diet. He, as a bigger bird, might be getting
so he eats
different
and I'm going to just show you it. He eats the Harrison pellets, and he also eats. So he eats the Harrison's big bird pellets, and he eats fruits and vegetables. So we give him different fruits and vegetables twice a day. He likes, I know they're very noisy when they get when they get going. There's three of them in here, so I might actually just pop off for a minute and run off to get a little more quiet. He likes pomegranate. He gets apple and banana. He also gets carrot, which he likes, and he gets green beans and peas. And we just try him on different fruits and vegetables and see what he likes. But he switched over very easily to the Harrison's pellets, and it's the Harrison pellet with red pepper, and he really likes those a lot.
Excellent. I'm just going to make a little interjection. A common theme here with all our birds is pellets are a really good foundation for their diet, plus fruits and vegetables, not so much seeds and nuts, which are super high fat, and because they're not wild, they don't burn all that fat that they would wild birds. So yeah, pellets and fruits and vegetables are the way to. Oh gosh, you have a lot to say, buddy.
He is doing his CB radio. So his first owner was a trucker, and when he gets going, he does his little CB radio, and he has a little time in the afternoon. He'll do that, and then he's really quiet for a good chunk of the day, and then he has these times when he just likes to talk and do his screaming in his little radio. And he also says, "Here, kitty, kitty," and he says, "Hi, Magoo.
Hi,
Hi,
Magoo.
Magoo. You want to say that, baby?" And he laughs.
He's got a great laugh. So because we're on a fixed time here, we have two other birds with a very different